Hello, my beautiful babes, and welcome back to the Bad Bitch Academy. It's your girl Amber the Baddie, and I am here with another video where I am talking about all the lessons and blessings that I have learned from being a stripper. Now, there is so much negative information out there about dancing, and I feel like there's not enough truth in that because there are so many reasons and so many ways that I have really leveled up in my life because of being a dancer, and I just want to share some of these lessons with you. So I've got 9 different ways that I have grown from becoming a stripper. Let's get into it. I always say that the strip club is like doing shadow work in stilettos because a lot of our shadowy aspects kind of come to the surface when you're dancing, when you're in this kind of environment, and it gives you a very beautiful opportunity to grow and to learn. So I want to share how I've grown from being a stripper. Number one is I learned how to have really strong boundaries. I was definitely a chronic people pleaser before I became a stripper, and I honestly didn't really have a lot of boundaries in my life. And because of dancing and really understanding like what feels good to me, what doesn't feel good, what do I like, what am I comfortable with versus what I'm not, that really helped me to hone in on my boundaries. To kind of add to this whole boundaries, it's like I've learned how to speak my mind and how to address things at the beginning. I totally used to be the person where it's like, let's say I'm doing a lap dance and someone starts like bringing their hand trying to touch my coochie, and I used to just like move their hand 30 times during a fucking lap dance. And now I'm like, hey, this is a yes and this is a no for me, and that's what it is. And being able to speak my mind and say, hey, you're being disrespectful, that's really rude what you said to me. Did you hear what you say? That's really fucking fucked up. Why would you say that to me? And like kind of calling men out sometimes, because I feel like women don't call men out enough. Like, we really should be like, what the fuck did you just say to me? So that's one thing that I've learned, is to like speak my mind, not take shit from people, not to lower my standards because I want money. If someone gives me weird vibes, I'm like, you know what? I'm not really feeling this, but I hope you have a good night. And walk away and feel not bad. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm missing out on money. I should have stayed and talked to this person. Like, I know my boundaries, I know my yes and my no, and I really have learned to honor that. A lot of times, customers will try to push your boundaries, or they don't even know what your boundaries are and they just want to get what they want. So, this has really helped me to just be very strong and like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And that really translates into my everyday life because I don't feel bad anymore for speaking my boundaries. I don't feel bad for saying no. I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna disappoint someone. Like, I am very much able to say, this is my boundaries and this is what it is. This one was really surprising to me, but I really started to hone in on the power of authenticity and the power of my own energy. When I first started, I was so nervous that I was gonna be really insecure. I definitely had a lot of insecure moments where I'm like, fuck, that girl is so pretty, or her body's perfect, she has fake this, her makeup's great, her hair is this, and really comparing myself. But as I started dancing even more, I started to realize that my superpower is my authenticity and me just really being myself. And I really started to notice that like there's only one me. I might not be the prettiest in the room, I might not have the most perfect body, I might not have the best sales game or be the most aggressive, but the people who are attracted to me and who really vibe with me do because of my authenticity. And to really lean into that and to not compare myself to anyone else, because we're all different and we're all beautiful in our own ways, but my authenticity is my superpower. And this has really helped me in my business, especially because some people might have way more followers and have had their business for longer, and it's so easy to compare. But when I really when it comes down to it, the people who are my clients, the people who want to work with me, want to because of my magic secret sauce that I bring to the table. Being a stripper has definitely helped my money mindset. Wow, if I look back like 5 or 6 years ago to who I was, how I felt and thought about money, y'all, I used to live in lack. I used to feel like there was never enough money to go around. I totally had the beliefs that like more money, more problems, friends aren't gonna like me, people are gonna take advantage of me, it's gonna be really hard to earn money, it's going to have to sacrifice so many things. And after becoming a stripper, I really just started to have a very beautiful relationship with money and feeling like, you know, the more fun I have, the more money I make. And there's enough money for everybody to go around. And that's a big one, especially at the club. There is like 50 women and we're all making money. There's enough money for all of us to go home with a bag and a half, okay? So that just really helps me to not live in lack. And to also know how to manage my money, to notice how to pay attention to how much money is coming in, what's going out, what am I spending it on, how am I saving it, and really just being intentional as fuck when it comes to money instead of like ignoring it. I totally used to be the person that is like, I don't want to look at my bank account because I'm kind of scared to know what I'm going to find. And this has just helped me to have a beautiful relationship with money. And another thing is my self-worth. Let me tell you, my self-worth and my confidence has leveled up so fucking much since I became a stripper. And it's so interesting because people are always like, being a stripper is so demeaning. How could you do that if you have self-worth? I think it's so funny because I'm like, my self-worth now is like 100 times more than it used to be. And partially it's because I have really been able to see and monetize off of my value. People literally pay me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to sit in a room and talk to me, just to be in my energy, just to hear my opinions and get to know me. And it's just so beautiful and it's fun. Yeah, it's definitely helped me to really just like be in places where I'm appreciated. If I feel like I have friendships and they don't value me, they don't speak highly of me, they don't give me back that same effort that I'm putting in, it's a lot easier for me now to kind of like take my space. And I don't even want to say cut people off per se, but it's like I know how to energetically remove myself from places where I'm not valued because I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I know what kind of person I am. And if you don't see that, then that's on you, that's not on me, and I'm gonna go to where people do see that. And I've also learned how to trust in my intuition because my intuition is so strong when I'm listening to it and when I'm intentionally trying to listen to it and to kind of tap into it. But I am really able to read people, to read the room, to notice how I feel around certain people. Like there's some people where it's like, I don't know why I'm feeling super anxious, I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm not feeling relaxed and like grounded and sexy and just like my normal self. And it's so random sometimes. Like it will happen in the first like minute of meeting someone and know, okay, this means that this is a great person to talk to, or this group actually makes me uncomfortable and I don't think that I would want to spend an hour here. So that has been something that's really cool to like to learn and to practice because it's such a practice. Every day you go to work, there's new people, everything's new. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna walk into every day. It's been a fun process to listen to my intuition, to understand what things mean, and to follow them and see, okay, if I follow this, what happens? If I don't follow this, then what happens as well? Now, as far as when it comes to like other women, collaboration over competition, such a big one. And I think it's just hilarious how people always assume that strippers are drama and catty and bullshit. And it's like, sure, yes, But like, that's not gonna be your experience if you're not that kind of person. And if you're the kind of person where in real life you have drama with your friends, you're arguing, you're cheating on your man, if your life is drama outside of the strip club, obviously you're gonna bring that into the strip club. But if you're a good person and if you're pretty fucking chill, you're gonna have that same experience as well. And once again, there's enough of everything to go around. There's enough for me and you and her to all make money. So there's no point in feeling like we're competing, because at the end of the day, customers like their own type of thing. I'm a beautiful person, but someone just might not be attracted to me because I'm not blonde with big tits, and that's fine. And that is so prevalent in the strip club, because you see girls talking to the same guys, and you never know why they did or didn't choose someone, and there's no point to compare yourself to that person. So when we can work together, when we can celebrate each other, when we can count our money at the end of the night and be like, fuck yes, we made $1,000 today, like hell yeah, that's when the fucking magic happens. And it's just so, yeah, it's so beautiful to work together. I know I'm the kind of person where if a guy tells me, I'm sorry, like, you're beautiful, but you're not my type, I'm like, okay, who is your type? I would love to hook you up with someone that you like. Is there a girl here that you see that you want to talk to? I can go bring her over here. And by me having that energy and matching people up, those girls do the same for me, and we all can just collaborate. And if I'm talking to a customer and my friend's on stage, I'm like, yo, let's go throw ones on stage for her. Let's like help each other make money. And it's so much more fun when you do that, because there's no need for competition. As far as on the customer facing side, I feel like I have become such an open and understanding person. Like, I definitely had the mentality that, like, oh, the guys who come to strip clubs, they're gross and pervy and unfaithful and all these negative things. But after doing this job for so long, I have so much more compassion, and I really see the beauty in almost everyone, because as you work this job, you realize that, okay, someone's wife might have passed away, someone's going through a breakup, someone lost their job, someone is lonely and looking for connections. Maybe there's a guy who's really awkward around women and he just wants to talk to a girl, or someone hasn't had a hug in fucking years and they need some like physical affection. And it's really allowed me to really connect with people in such a genuine way. Like, we are all going through our own shit, and when you can look at someone and be like, just really see their soul and really deeply connect with them, you start to see patterns. You start to see that so many people are hurt and are lost and are lonely. And as being a spicy therapist, as I sometimes call it, we can really provide so much healing energy for people. So that has been beautiful for me, to not be so quick to judge, not be so quick to assume this is why you're here, this is the kind of person you are, and to just be open to seeing the beauty in everybody. And then lastly, the biggest thing that I definitely learned is that I'm in charge of my own fucking destiny. I am the head bitch in charge of my life. If I want something, I can do something to make it happen. Like, I have rooted in me so much that I can have anything that I fucking want. And if I'm willing to work for it and willing to put myself out there, then it's going to happen. And you see so many strippers who are doing amazing things, but also so many who are doing fuck all with their life. There's all the spectrums, right? And it's like, I get to choose where I fall on the spectrum. Just because some girls are druggies and prostitutes doesn't mean that's going to be me. Doesn't mean anything about me. I'm the one who's in charge of my destiny, and I get to choose what I do for my life and how I live in this world. So those have been my biggest lessons since I've become a stripper, and it's been such a beautiful journey for me, like really seeing my growth and the kind of person that I've become over the past like 6.5 years. is completely insane. And I always say, I think every woman should be a stripper, even if it's just for one day. Like, it just awakens such a different part of you. It unlocks so much power, so much confidence, so much bad bitch energy, really. And it has just been so life-changing for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are wanting to become a stripper, I have a whole course where I really give you all of the fucking details, everything that I know, that I've learned over the past 7 years of being a dancer. And there's like 45 videos in this course. I have videos on how to dance on stage without doing pole tricks, how to talk to customers, creating your stripper alter ego, how to audition, sales tips, manifestation. There's everything. And I'm so excited to share this with you. So if you're thinking about becoming a stripper, I highly recommend getting this course because it is literally going to change your fucking life. So I will have information for that in the description. Please subscribe to my channel. Let me know if any of my lessons are helpful, and I will see you in the next video.